Good morning. I am trying to decide what to smoke this morning. Um, what? Eyeballs. Good morning, people. Let's see. All right. Grapefruit. Grapefruit. The fruit. Tastes like a grape. It doesn't taste like a grape, but we call it the grapefruit. It's very big. It's like a lemon. Why they call it a grapefruit? It's not a grape. A grape is this big, this big. A grapefruit is this big. You can kill somebody with a grapefruit. You take the grapefruit, you throw it at the person, you hit the person, you kill the person with the grapefruit. If you throw a grape at somebody, boink, you no kill them. Really, I don't know. Good morning, Michelle. How are you? Love, exciting and new. All aboard. We're expecting you. The Love Boat. Are you ready? Are you ready? We're going to smoke now, man. Get your lighter. Woo, fire. Let's go. Oh. Good. I seem like more. Cheers. Okay. All right. Oh. Did anybody ever stop and think that was just started by a dyslexic cow? No, no. Okay, I don't know. Do you imagine a cow walking back to the barn? Backwards. The farmer says, "Hey, you don't know about Bessie. She's a little special. She's a little special." Ooh. The cow's walking in backwards. Ooh, ooh. Oh, too funny. So, my friends. Saturday morning. 10:24 a.m. Eastern Time. It's May 1st. I think we should give ourselves a round of applause. Like that guy in the crowd, it just claps at the wrong time. As a society, we haven't done shit. As a culture, we haven't done shit. And as a human race, we haven't done shit. I think we can applaud ourselves on surviving. I think we can applaud ourselves on acknowledging that there's more out there. I think we can applaud ourselves that we're doing the work. Work isn't going to be fun and exciting 24/7. Sometimes it's going to be very difficult. Sometimes it's going to take all of our strength and all of our energy to do. But that's part of the experience. And I'm starting to learn that. It's weird. It's very weird. You know, 10 years ago or so, around that time, 10, 11, 12, years ago, I really, really, really started to wake up from my environmental delusions, from my personal delusions, from my forced delusions, I guess, media forced. And I started to kind of look at all of them. So I tried to look at my environmental delusions. And this goes back just about 10 years ago, just about, give or take a little. It's when I originally left Brooklyn. It was, I started seeing the dominoes fall. I started being able to trace patterns. And it's weird. I know people who do that, you know, it can be just a made up pattern you make up yourself. But if you can start locking in some of the dots and connecting the dots, you start noticing you're seeing it from a bird's eye view. But in order to gain perspective, you need to see it from a three-dimensional view. It's insane how simple and how stupid that answer is. We see things from a three-dimensional perspective, right? We can all agree that everything is three-dimensional. It has a shape, which just makes that two-dimensional, but the third dimensional is there's depth. So we have the ability to move over, around, under, and even through things that we can see and we can define and we can touch and we can play with. Don't you think that there's something that lives beyond us that can see us, see what we see, plus see us seeing what we see, and can move around and above and below and sometimes through? Now, if we can manipulate matter within our perception, don't you think there are others who can manipulate matter within their perception? If we exist, we matter. Take feeling away from it. How many times have you heard, I think, therefore I am? How many times have you heard, I am what I am? All you religion nuts out there. I don't know where I'm going with this. This was Saturday self perspective, Saturday self inventory, Saturday stock. Well, in other news, Biden is getting, let's start at politics. Biden is getting booed and cheered from both sides. People that, supported him still support him, but I notice they're booing. And I get it. Because on certain things I'm booing too. I just more and more I pay attention to politics. More and more I realize how terrible it actually is and how stubborn people can be. There's a book that I keep telling you guys about. I'm gonna post it right now. Hang on a second. All right. That's the name of the book. Look it up on Amazon or whatever book thing you have. You know, that's so common nowadays. So, but obviously, what are the bookstores? Barnes and Noble, Walmart, Target, like anywhere you buy books. Look at where our world is now. Just one of those is an actual bookstore. Just one. But I get it. I get it. And it's funny is that Amazon started out for books. I think that was what the original, right? Unless I'm mistaken, but out of his garage and it was books, right? I don't know. Could be wrong. Good morning, Mr. Michael. Welcome. I am spewing stuff I don't even know anymore. You're late. You're late. Wow. Are you 100% sure you're late? Did you take a test? Do you want to take a test? How many weeks? You could just be stressed. Does the mother know? Oh man. You know what's so funny? I was thinking about that was a I was thinking about um age and how people are doing things and that they normally, you normally wouldn't hear of people doing at certain ages. There are people who are having children later and later in life, and there are people who are um, doing things that, like life altering things. People, I'm going to climb Mount Everest before I die. And there's like these 75-year-old people fucking suiting up in good shape, fucking climbed Mount Everest before they die. That's fucking amazing. Like, that's legitimately like, holy crap. That's cool. So, I don't know. I've been thinking about doing some stuff now that the summer, you know what I mean? Sort of like like skydiving, something like that. Literally, jump the fuck out of a perfectly good plane, full, multiple thousand feet, before you actually think about pulling the cord. Like, I'm falling. Woo! Yay! Okay, can I pull the cord now? Nope, 2 more seconds. Woohoo! Could you imagine? Oh, I gotta try that. Oh, that's so insane. That's so insane. Ah. Oh man. So that's my Saturday morning. These are the thoughts. Completely and totally ridiculous. Buy this book, or oh god, this is bad. Okay, buy this book. Wow, camera's so. I know they have a program that it can do the mirror so it doesn't look so off. Buy the book. Read the book. It it's such a good metaphor for life. It's just such a good metaphor for life. It's very blunt. I would say that if I had a reading list to give someone to say, you know, read this book, you just might gain a different perspective on life, and that's important. Like, this is an important book in life. Somebody recommended it to me once, and it really did make a difference. I'm recommending it to anybody who wants to listen. it makes a difference. It just gives you a thought. It's never a bad thing. Can be. It can be. It's your choice. You can choose to make it good and choose to make it bad. Either way. Happy happy Saturday. Oh, Michael, any news? Mr. Michael? I know there's a delay, so if you're typing or you can shoot me a message. Not yet. All right. Well, it's the weekend. Sometimes they just get get back to these things Monday or Tuesday. And that's also sometimes just a stupid test that they do. They want to see if you have patience. It's just stupid what these people do in these corporate positions. Don't take any offense to it. It's never personal. It's never about you. It's about them. I know that sucks because the job is on the line based off of them. It's not you. They're deciding in their head how they're judging your response. This is what I have such an issue with. This is what I have such an issue with in terms of these big corporate companies where you just speak to a couple of HR people and they're the ones that decide how they treat you and how the company responds to your responses based off of whose beliefs, whose ideals. this is the only this is the only negative, terrible, horrible thing that has to change immediately in all of these major, 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 major companies. If you have a B for the beginning of your bank account because of your financial worth, you're a billionaire, and so many people work for you because they're working for the companies underneath you that you've acquired or you've built yourself. It's still yours. Your time may be so valuable, but at the end of the day, if you put somebody in charge of your business, it's still your business. These people are multiple billionaires, multiple billions of dollars. And I've never seen, it doesn't mean it hasn't happened, but I've never seen a any one of them that's public, any one of them that's public, ever just do the interviews yourself. Imagine if you sat down with the CEO of Home Depot. You got a 50-50 shot. What is more fairer than that? Everything you do is going to affect his paycheck, but you're, in his mind, worth this much, worth this tiny little tiny little thing. That's what so many of us are to these billionaires. Worthless, usable, and disposable, completely and totally expendable just for their life betterment. And that's a problem because people's lives are affected negatively, health and physically. I mean, health with mental and physical health. But that wheel, that hypothetical wheel is America. That's a capitalist economy. That's a capitalist economy. Cogs in the wheel. If you've come to a determination in your life that I'm not specifically talking to you, Mike. I want to switch. So I don't want you to think I'm directing this at you. But it just I just want to prove a point for others who I know are listening. Look at how trapped we are in America. If we realize that I don't want to exist in a capitalist society, that's the problem. It's one of the reasons why I started paying attention because I started seeing people who were affected by billionaires like this, working for the man, you know, whatever you want to say, working for these giant corporations. And that's the issue. The giant corporation is one person who just kept kept pyramiding out. Yes, they put the work in. They did the work. They've earned that credibility. But what does that credibility mean? Think about the trail of devastation left behind them by everybody who jumped on that and got trampled over on in the process. So even if the person stands there and goes, "But I'm a good person. Look at me, I'm a good person." They're not good people. Just because they have money, just because they have money doesn't equal good. If the intentions behind it are bad, it's bad. And I watch so many people in the last 4 or 5 years of our lives root for bad, and it blew my mind. Blew my mind. You can't root for bad. You can't root for bad. You can't stand there, openly root for bad, and never think that's gonna ever bite you back. Ever. In some way, shape, or form. My wish is that nobody has to go through something like that in the first place. Good morning, Linda. I am speaking stuff. uh, Super dry mouth. Well, I am going to sign off, but it's been a pleasure. Mike, I'll shoot you a message and ask you a question. Who else was here? Uh, Michelle. Good seeing you guys. Have a good one. Enjoy your day. Should be on later, just depending on kids. See ya.